YouTube, you probably can't even see much, but I'm doing a night video tonight. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I just thought about it. I was like, you know what? Why not pop on and do a night video? Because I didn't get a chance to do it in the daytime, which is so much better. Because I'm looking at the camera right now. I can kind of see what it looks like, and it is really dark. Yeah, you probably can barely see me, but you can hear me though. So I'm just gonna run with it, see how it goes. Life is all about tests, right? You know, if anything, I'll try to make it a short video and just lead in with that. It's you know, you can't count something out, right? It's, you know, the old saying goes, you don't knock it till you try it. You know what I mean? And you know, that works for most things. Some things, maybe not so much, right? Depending on what it is. But I think it's always good to be open to trying different things that you may have closed yourself off to, and maybe you were a little too preemptive in you know, shutting that out. Maybe you didn't give it a fair shot, and there's potential for that to, you know, work. It could be something that could be something in the toolbox that you could use, but if you don't even know the tools worth it or available, you know, it could be a limiting factor for you, you know, if that's the case. So yeah, this is what it is, right? I mean, granted, I know I'm putting it on video, but I think the biggest thing that I found is really more about the audio, right? Like, if you had somebody come on and the video quality was great, but you couldn't understand any of the audio, you'd lose interest real quick, because you had nothing to follow other than maybe if they're making some really funny faces or something like that, you know. Outside of that, though, the entertainment factor, there's really no takeaways, there's really no connection, there's no bond, nothing like that without that communication piece. So I'm just going to keep this nice and short and to the point. Very unusual and unorthodox for me to have such a short video, but it is kind of awkward getting on camera and knowing that you really can't be, it's not visually depicting you. You know what I mean? I could have just turned on the audio portion and just recorded the audio, right? But I just thought, you know what? Let's just run with it. So that's kind of my little tidbit for the day. Is I guess what these videos are coming down to, if I had to kind of like speak to it, is I found that by doing, I haven't done 100 yet, but I've probably done around 70 now or so. And what I found is I just got on. I didn't have a real serious agenda. Never wrote anything down. These 100 videos, you know, the road to 100, was really objectively, they were to just get the 100 out the way, and then I could really refine and iterate and improve the process. But what I found in the journey to 100 is I kind of found my voice, more or less, and what I want to communicate, like what I want to talk about when I get on these videos. And I think that's super important for anybody that's thinking about doing something like this, is not really going out with a script and not having some big agenda, but really just tapping into what you really want to talk about. Because when you're in alignment with that, you're never going to get everybody. That's never going to happen, right? Nobody gets everybody, but you're going to get the people that are going to be in alignment with you, because they can truly see the authenticity and the passion that you have in what you're talking about, right? That's a really big thing, and it makes it so much easier because you're not trying to fake it. You're not having to go up there and really, like, for me, these videos are not really that hard. They're not really challenging for me to have at least a reasonably steady pace, where I'm not pausing all the time. I don't have all these ums and ahs, or maybe I do, I'm not noticing it. I don't think I do when I rewatch the videos, but it's something where my words are very intentional because of my experiences and what I'm passionate about, right? And what I want to, basically I want to give back to people. And I realize that's just kind of something that's human nature at its core, is wanting to help people, because I had a lot of help from a lot of people, right? I still get a lot of help from other people. I'm going to need help from a lot of people accept that, and I'm also going to not only accept it but embrace it. Right? You know, it's so you can go fast by yourself, but you can go far with a team. And in life, you definitely want to go far. And sometimes it's nice, it's good to go fast. But I would say more often than not, you want to go further often than going faster. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it comes down to, I think, when I just look at life. You really want to go far in life, and in order to do that, you really got to have support. You really need a team of people. You know, whether it's work or your family, or it's your church, or the sports team that you're playing for, or all the above. Right? There's so many different support systems out there. Whether you're recovering